Welcome back to another episode of Cindy's Kitchen. I'm Cindy, and this is my kitchen. And today we're going to be making a potato pie. I think they call it here in America shepherd's pie, but it's actually, this is what we're going to be baking it, right? It consists of potatoes, ground beef, cheese, and spices. So this is my water. I'm boiling it, and I put 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm gonna let that boil. Once it starts boiling, we're gonna put the potatoes in. This is our meat right here. We gotta brown our meat and cook it. So the best way to do all this stuff, okay? See? What we're gonna do, we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here, a little bit, in one, and another one around. There you go, 2. And then we are going to add up 2 tablespoons of chopped up garlic. Put it up in there. 3 Serrano peppers. 3. You chop them up, put them in there, throw them in there. And 1 cup of red onions. I chop it very finely, very tiny, and you throw them in there. Now I have my meat on high. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna turn all this, you see, with my garlic, and we're gonna cook all this really nice. Okay? We're gonna brown this. It's gonna start browning, it's gonna start cooking. The onions are gonna cook nice and brown, and the garlic and the jalapeno. Now, while that starts browning, our water is getting ready to boil. Not yet, but it's very hot. It's in the process. I'm gonna put the potatoes in. So what you do is, if it's your first time boiling potato water, like I said before, you don't want to boil water in the front. You want to do it in the back burner. I do it in the front because I've been doing this all my life, cooking for my kids, for my family, for friends. Okay, so then you take your potatoes, put them on the side of the pot like that, and you drop them off. There's no reason why you should get burnt. Don't just drop them. If you drop them like that, of course you're going to splash. But if you put them heat like this, like I'm doing it, see? Through the side like that, you put your hands right on the side. And make sure this is a heavy, firm pot, so it's not going anywhere. It's not like I'm gonna go like this and the pot is gonna move and it's gonna get me all burned out. That's not gonna happen. This is a very heavy pot and sturdy. Now, okay, now this is the potatoes work. So what we're gonna do with this is, see how that meat is starting? And it smells good too. So once they start like browning and everything, I'm gonna do it right now, guys. I'm gonna put, this is like a teaspoon of oregano up in there. That's it. And then we're gonna season this. We're gonna put a tablespoon of salt. Yep, just like that, okay? All over. Tablespoon of salt. Sazon Goya. This is the one with culantro y achiote. Okay, they sell it at the supermarket. Anywhere you go, if you're on the East Coast, you can find this in all the bodegas and the supermarkets. If you're on the West Coast, the same, and it's just the same for the mixed section of the country. So we're gonna put 3 of these envelopes. We're gonna pour them in here because they're gonna give it color. This contains salt, pepper, cumin, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna do 3 envelopes. Okay, we're gonna put them in there, and if you wanna come with that, you can see how, see, it's starting to brown everything. So when we come back, my potatoes will be already done. We'll be ready to take them down from here, and we're gonna drain them here in the sink, and then we're gonna mash them together. I'm gonna show you how to mash them. We're gonna put some butter in the bottom of this pan, so when we put the potatoes in the bottom, the layers, they don't stick to the pan. You'll see later on. And then this is our meat. When we come back, I'm gonna add up a little bit of vinegar. I'm gonna put the tomato sauce inside and just finish it and spicing it. We're gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna show you the procedure, everything. And please do not forget to subscribe. I'm almost done here with the meat. You see how nice and brown It came all.
Nice.
So what we're gonna do right now, it tastes really delicious. I tasted it. Love it. Nice and spicy. I'm gonna put 1 can tomato sauce, 3 baby cans. These are the little ones. You can get any kind you want, but just get plain tomato sauce. See? 3 cans of tomato sauce up in there. I'm gonna lower this. But we're gonna need this to dry a little bit. You know? And we're also gonna put in there 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You gotta put it up in there. Now, see, it's on high. We're gonna dry this out, and you're gonna come over here. See my potatoes, they're boiling. When they're done boiling, guys, we're gonna drain them there in the sink. Okay? And then we're gonna mash them. And after we mash them, we're gonna put a layer of potatoes in the bottom of this. Now, this is a stick of butter, my organic butter, okay? And we're just gonna put it around this pan because when we put the potatoes, we don't want it to stick, right? So this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna grease it up now, so then later on we don't have to do it and it'll be ready. Let me wash my hands here. There you go. And what we're gonna do later is I'm not gonna have to, then we're gonna use this, the rest of that to put it in the potatoes to mash them. Welcome back to Cindy's Kitchen. I think the potatoes are done. So you can see that film going up. That's from the salt and the starch from the potatoes. So that means they're done. See that milky kind of like heavy water? That means the potatoes are done. I don't need a strainer because I'm gonna need some of that water in it to be able to mash them. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna let most of the water out, almost all of it. Okay. But not quite. That's still too much water. So we're gonna go like this with the lid. I do that like that. You can use a strainer. I left a little bit, if you can see, in the bottom because that's gonna help us mash the potatoes. Let me get my masher here. Here we go. So what we're gonna do, you remember that bar of butter that we butter this tray, put the potatoes in, the rest of it, I'm gonna drop it in there. And then we're gonna take this milk. It's lactose free. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put, this is a cup. We're gonna put half a cup of milk. Like that in there, okay? So now all we gotta do is, what? See? Mash, 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 mash. See? Mash them up. Yep. You see my potatoes here? I already mashed them. See? So they're nice and soft. So what I'm gonna do is, see the pan that I buttered? I'm gonna put a layer of potatoes in the bottom, just like that. See? Oh, look at that. And I'm gonna take a fork and spread them across, see? I spread them across, just like that. Maybe we should put a little bit more there, you know? But you see how pretty they look? I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come over here, take a little more for that side over there, maybe a little more over here. We're gonna come again like that. See, there you go, that looks better now. That looks even out now, right? Yes, it does, okay? So we have 1 layer of potatoes, right guys? It's 1 layer of potatoes. Now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna put some meat there in the middle. I'm just gonna move it around like that so, you know, all the sauce and everything can get mixed really good. And I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, I think 4 spoons of meat like that. Let me get that fork that I had in my hand. We're gonna spread it again just like we did before, okay? Like that. Maybe we'll put a little bit more of meat so it doesn't feel like it really didn't have any meat or anything like that. But you don't want to put too much. We still got to put 1 more layer of potatoes on the top of that. That's what we're going to do right now. Let me move this around as I go. Potato, potato. It's going to be all good, you'll see, guys. And potato. Now we're gonna take that fork again, and what do we do, guys? We spread it, right? There you go. It's gonna be a little bit kind of like overflow, but not really. Oh, this is gonna be just dandy. Still have a little bit more potatoes here, so we're gonna use them all, because we're gonna use them. That's right. We don't want to be under on this, and this is what we're gonna do. See? We're gonna move them like that around. See, guys?
Looks like a cake.
But it's not. So it's one layer of potato in the bottom. It does, right?
Yeah.
Like you're putting frosting. That's what you mean, Mike?
Yeah.
You see that piece that is overflowing like that? This is tasty. I shouldn't have done that. You know? It's like you guys don't, Mama cannot eat potatoes. But what are you gonna do, right? So there you go, just like that. And now I'm gonna clean that with a paper towel. I'm gonna put cheese on the top. And I'm gonna throw it in the oven. I already have the oven on 350. But I'm gonna put it on 400 because I just want the cheese to melt real fast. So this is some jack and cheddar cheese mix. We're gonna put it like that on the top. A lot of cheese, see? We're gonna throw that in the oven. Let me go like this. Then you gotta spread this with your hands. See? So because there's a lot of it and I don't want my oven to smoke, this is gonna be real pretty. We're gonna put that in the oven, guys, for 15 minutes.
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Looks good already.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a big tray. And I'm gonna put this on top of this because I know it's gonna overflow a little bit. We're going in the oven, guys, for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're taking this out. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna cut a piece and voila, potato pie. They make this all over the Caribbean. It's made all over the world. I think white people make this too. People here in this country, you know, eat this too a lot. I'm gonna put it in the middle rack, right there. Move it more to the center. 15 minutes. So you guys saw me taking this out of the oven. We set it up here so it can cool off because that hot, you can't cut it. But I'm gonna cut a slice for my son, like that, Michael.
Oh,
Square
yeah.
like that, or like here.
That's good.
Like that, eh? Oh, this is gonna be so delicious, guys. Let me tell you. So what I'm gonna cut a piece for my husband, and see, I went like that under. Pull up. It's very, very hot. Oh my God, look at that. And you guys are gonna love it. And then I'm gonna take the other piece from my other son. One piece for my husband, one piece for one of my boys. This is for Mike, the one that is filming right now. And here we go, guys. Okay, potato pie. See that? See the smoke coming up? Very delicious. You can put hot sauce on it. And it took what? It took me like 35, 40 minutes tops. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe.